was there first.
Environment. I'm a medical doctor and a pediatrician, so I mean you have to be interested in environment if you're in this profession. And I just wanted to say, coming back to Obama, I think Europe was very much in favor of Obama, and we just were very happy. All you got elected, like everybody here.
I'm Sarah Gallagher. I'm from TV, and I'm also part of the environmental group on the Upper East Side, Upper Green Side. We've gotten 2 green markets going. We have a household battery recycling pilot project. What else? Oh, we're doing a green map right now. It's part of the international green map movement of all the environmental resources on the Upper East Side. So that's me.
You have a website?
We do. Not a very interesting one.
I live on the Upper East Side.
But better to like email us at. We are going to be working on the website. Upper Green Side at Gmail.
Upper Green Side?
At Gmail.
All one word.
All one word.
Green Side.
Upper
Instead of Upper East Side.
Upper Green Side.
At gmail.com.
We live on Green or East?
Green.
Green Side.
Actually,
Play on words.
Going out to Campus grocery stores.
Upper
Lexington
at
Avenue.
Gmail.
The only one that that's working on. Some.
Yeah, I'm Glenn Marin. I'm a psychologist, and I really am interested in learning about all the different forms of sustainable energy and that kind of thing, and particularly what allows people to engage in actually changing their behavior in this, particularly when they're being hit by sort of disparate kind of information, about what to do and et cetera. So.
I know someone who's involved in that, Sabina Marks, who works, I think she's with the Energy, the Earth Institute. I could connect you with her.
Okay.
She's doing work about that.
My name is Marilyn Marks. I do public relations in the travel field. And I must say I'm very impressed with everybody, what you've all contributed. I haven't contributed very much, but it's always been a very important area.
Your virgin field, you're just what we need.
Yes, exactly. It's opened up a lot of things.
Tabula rasa, thank you.
I'm Kay Schiffer, I'm a journalist, and I have 2 aspects of this. Locally, just to tell you briefly what happened at our last annual meeting of our co-op, which has 34 floors, so we're a big building. A lady got up and said, "What can we do to green our building?" And everybody clapped. So nothing happened. And I went to our super about a month or so later. I said, has anything started? Can we form a committee? He said, you know that we don't know who that lady is. She's never come back to us. So I am now about to take it on myself. And any resource that anybody can give me about how we can, what we can do and how to go about doing it, I would really be grateful.
I have one suggestion that I would like to get going in my building, my co-op, is to have motion initiated lights in the common areas, so that these lights between, on the...
Yeah, I'm not just here to record, but I have an interest. My name is Steve Brandt. My undergraduate degree is in civil engineering, and I worked at the Army Corps of Engineers for years, where I saw that they had a civil works side that worried about beach erosion and keeping the waterways open. And I have an interest in Amory Lovin's energy efficiency technology. There's not just a way we can increase energy through appropriate wind power, but we can also conserve. I love the work people are doing with their homes to use the sun and all to heat them. And my concern really is in moving the masses, so I'm thrilled at this whole organizational side. The idea of a president who is a community organizer really thrills me. So as much as I'm interested in the ideas, I'm also interested in the organizational piece and making sure that we really are able to have a sort of a bottom-up government so that we can reduce the influence of the lobbyists. Literally 30 years ago, I had this flash of motivation to talk about this, and I wrote an editorial on the power of the people. If they all wrote letters to their congressman, to be the biggest interest group that politicians would ever hear about. And I didn't get it published in the Times, but I got it on the New York Times radio station, WQXR. They had this thing called Point of View, and in 1979 I was on WQXR as a little citizen, young citizen activist back then, saying that if we all communicated, we could be the big interest group that they would all have to pay attention to. So I think that we can have an energy efficient country if the people power really is activated. So I'm really thrilled that we're going to be working on that. Thank you.
If there's anybody who's interested, I have a 5-minute saved her money, and she and her 3 friends of hers went to the UN conference on the environment in Rio. She gave a 5-minute speech that blew everybody away.
You know her?
I'm trying to engage her for a speaking engagement, but she's more expensive than I have. She's a little over 5,000, and there's a new museum in my hometown in Roanoke, Virginia, and they're looking for events. I will get her, or I'll get somebody who will be talking about the environment and trying to organize kids and their parents in this area, which is being Dominion Coal is talking about building a coal plant there, and the Governor Kane, who was at the opening of the museum, whom I spoke to, is behind Dominion Coal. We got to stop that. We got to tell them that it's not economical for Dominion Coal. It won't be good for them, and it won't be good for the state. But anyhow, so that's how Severin Suzuki. If anybody would like to see it, I have it on my computer. It's 5 minutes. It's the most powerful, moving statement I've ever heard. She was 12 years old. She started her organization when she was 8 years old. It's called the Environmental Children's Organization, ECO. And she's brilliant. She's now 16 years later, 12 and 20, and 16 is 28. And she gives talks all over. She lives in the farthest western part of Canada, among indigenous people right now. So it's hard to get her out. It's expensive to get her out. Anybody want to watch that? I can turn it on if you'd like. I'm sure.